it that some leaders are able to make an extraordinary impact in a short period of time? Why is it that some leaders can navigate an ocean of complexity with relative ease? Pope Francis, at the age of 77, after having been Pope only a year, single-handedly influenced a dramatic rise in giving to the poor. Nelson Mandela, after having been in prison for 27 years, became South Africa's first democratically elected president, only 5 years from being in prison. So what is it these leaders have that others don't? It's not commitment or passion or will. What these leaders have that others don't is the ability to resolve paradox. They're able to take different, unique, conflicting, seemingly, points of view and weave them together into a common narrative. Here's a super silly example of a paradox that illustrates this. If I take my finger above me and circle it clockwise, I can look up and clearly see my finger is circling clockwise. And then as I let it spiral down, and now I look at it, I'm sure that my finger is now going counterclockwise. How is that possible? And yet it's true. And that's what great leaders do, is they resolve those seeming paradoxes when it appears that two opposite things are occurring. Pope Francis recently said, "Who am I to judge?" when he was asked about the members of the gay members of his church. He's formed a group of 8 cardinals to look at reforming the church instead of the church trying to reform its members. Nelson Mandela was a man in prison preparing for power. He was a man able to embrace paradox. A study was done about a year ago of the attributes that are unique to CEOs, that are different from any other level of leadership. And they identified 9 unique attributes of CEOs, 7 of which involved resolving paradox. Paradoxes are usually about either or, this or that. It is the leader that is able to embrace paradox and find the both and within it that is able to make the greatest impact.